Hello Libra and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you, Libra. So welcome. Let's see what we've got for you for the week ahead. What do we have for our lovely Librans? Thank you, angels, spirits, guides. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. Letting the heart lead the way. Emotions and feelings. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Librans? Thank you. Archangel Michael message. We have number 6, be the real you. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. So be the real you. Let's see what we have for you for the week ahead. Overarching energy first, thank you. Angel, spirits, guides for our lovely Librans. What does Libra need to hear? Thank you. Message for Libra. So we have the World. Page of Wands. The 5 of Cups. We have the 6 of Wands. Love that. Very empowering. The Hierophant. We have the 3 of Pentacles. And the Star, lovely. With the 4 of Cups. So, Libra. The World card can represent a completion, a major completion. We always step through to a brand new phase of our life, but we kind of generally move to the next level. We learn, we grow, we evolve. So you could be doing this personally or professionally. You might be deciding whether something is completed for you, or whether there's an opportunity to kind of like, again, learn, grow, evolve, and move to the next level, of a situation. And that will be the choice for you in terms of how that comes about. The World always represents an element of success and triumph, because, again, we learn, we grow, we evolve, and that's our spiritual journey. This just feels like you're at that point here where there is a chapter closing out for you in some way, shape, or form. But how you move forward now is likely going to be your choice. The Hierophant and the Page of Wands, an opportunity to give it a go, give something a go, take action, pursue a direction that you feel there's possibility and potential. Sometimes we want to discover where things lead. The Hierophant can represent, sometimes we just have to move forward in faith, but it can also represent mentors, teachers, spiritual holy person, can be somebody giving you advice on that basis. It can be linked with things like long-term committed relationships, marriage, family, like the traditional institutions of society. Equally, that would be the case in terms of traditional institutions in business, so for example, education, can be religious establishments, hospitals, police, universities, traditional legal institutions, government institutions. I mean, you understand what I'm saying. It's the kind of traditional institutions of society, health institutions. So I feel that there is an opportunity here to give something a go and see where it leads. But I feel for a lot of you here, you're trying to figure out, what do you feel with your heart is what I see for you here. Where's happiness? Where's joy? Where's fulfillment? What's pulling you in the right direction? This is that kind of you're going to have let the heart lead this week, I feel, for a lot of you, because it feels like it's linked with that. The energy here, Libra, is, it can be a party or a person is regretting what happened. Regretting, now sometimes it can be a business, saying, I regret that you're deciding to leave, or I regret this isn't working for you anymore. You might be deciding to end something. You might have something else lined up. This is that scenario here. Is there anything that we can do to keep you? Is there anything that we can do to make it work for you? Some kind of compromise and negotiation, an opportunity to come to some agreed way forward so that you don't leave, would be the scenario here. It will be the same in terms of love, romance. Because this is a scenario here, Libra, where somebody might regret their actions, could even regret losing you if they're coming back into your life as well. But it could be somebody already in your life. Regret what happened between you and hoping all is not lost to rebuild a relationship. But it depends on whether you're willing. This is that scenario. And it can be in any life context. It's somebody who's likely connected to your heart in some way, or a place that has been connected to your heart. So this is that scenario here. There's generally all not lost in this situation, but we generally have to decide whether we fully move on from something to new possibilities, or whether there's a chance with this kind of energy. And only you know, and I feel your heart knows deeply, how you want to move forward in a scenario. Because it could well be, for example, that you were frustrated because you weren't getting, advancement or recognition or promotion in some way, which these cards can indicate. We've got, 6 of Wands and the World, and these cards can be very powerful in terms of elevation and moving to the next level, and promotions and recognition and achievement and success. And so you understand, this just feels here, Libra, that it could well be someone trying to keep you, is what I see for you here. With this energy, this can also be the same thing, somebody who is wanting to make things right, wanting to reconnect with you, hoping that all is not lost to rebuild a relationship. Whatever format that relationship takes, it can be love, romantic. You could also see that in family, friendships. The energy of the star comes after the Tower in the Major Arcana, but I feel for a lot of you here, you might be likely the force of change. I mean, you could have dealt with some kind of, you're either bringing in the change because you want to advance in business, but there could well be new hope in this situation, in your current circumstances, where you thought there wasn't any. And that's the fundamental energy here, where you have an opportunity to get likely what you want, the recognition, the success, the achievement, the promotion, overcome your issues. It just feels that sense of new hope where you thought there wasn't any. But sometimes we just have to move forward in faith. But this is a blessing. This is wish fulfillment. But we just have to move forward in faith with the star. Always leads somewhere beautiful. This is the scenario. Now there is the conundrum where you thought things were clear. Now you're kind of needing to take a step back to think about what you're being offered. Because you don't necessarily want to make a quick decision and then look back and say, what if, or have I made the wrong choice? Did I act too quickly? So the Four of Cups can be about missed opportunities. And this is that scenario when you really have to consider what you're being offered and figure out what you want. And the Cups is heart energy. This is the scenario here of what you're being offered with that cup. Does it entice me to give someone another chance, or stay in my current circumstances now that my needs are being met and I'm feeling that chance of real fulfillment where I am? Or am I ready to move in a new direction? Because there's sometimes a level of discontent and dissatisfaction that can go with this kind of energy. But we also want to give ourselves space and time to make the right choice for us. I think that there is some kind of offer being extended to you here, Libra. Something that's being asked of you this week. And you have to decide whether what this World card is. It's a big energy. And it's about whether you can potentially learn, say, okay, let's just draw a line under it and start over. This can be that kind of energy. You know, somebody's certainly asking that of you in terms of personal circumstances. For this, it can have an additional meaning. It can have the same energy, the same message, but it can also be whatever the financial enticement or package is to stay. That might mean that you have an opportunity to elevate yourself. And that's the new hope. It just feels that sense of you didn't expect it, but, you know, here it is. That's the flavour of it. It's giving you food for thought, where you thought you were ready and you were ready to kind of like, you know, even move in a different direction. Now you're considering, oh, do I stay where I am now, or do I give this person another chance? I hadn't even thought that this was going to happen. So this is that scenario here. Spirit is telling you, just be true to you, be true to how you feel. Not mental energies, this is heart energy. Where does happiness lie for you? What does your heart say? This is what needs to lead you this week. All right, let's see what we have for you, Libra. Message for our lovely Librans, thank you. Angel, spirits, guides, message for Libra. I also want to say things like towers can be things like truth, revelation, an event that happens, someone's actions, even endings, you know. So again, this could also be the opportunity for, again, new hope, but I feel it's where you didn't think there was any. I don't think that you expected this week. Because it's making you step back and think, oh, you know, which way do I go now? You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Interesting. But let the heart lead the way. Make each day your masterpiece. So when you take a painting, which is a masterpiece, it reaches its full potential. It can't get any better. And this is that scenario. What is going to bring you fulfillment, happiness, joy? Whether it's in terms of business, whether it's in terms of personal relationship, this is that scenario of wanting to be really fulfilled and nothing less than that, and the opportunity for that. All right. Spirit Animal Oracle, message for our lovely Librans. Thank you, angel, spirits, guides. Message for our lovely Librans. Thank you. Your card turned over. So we have Sea Turtle, protection. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything that you need to be protected and happy. Love Sea Turtle. So the Sea Turtle, which is very positive for this reading because Sea Turtle for me is linked with making a conscious choice. Being fully aware of our decisions and how they will, the ripple effect of that, how they will affect our life. So this is what you're thinking about here this week, and do take a step back to really consider what you want. Because I think that quiet time, that stillness will guide you in terms of really moving to what will bring greater happiness, fulfillment, joy, blessings, wish fulfillment. Bottom of the deck, we have Penguin, authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. So you might, this is about we've got be the real you. So be true to you. And then we have this authentic energy, which is also about being true to you. But it does represent potentially reaching out to a person or people to help you. If you're not sure on what to do, this could well be some, help that might be extended to you to make a conscious choice. Libra, that's what I have for you for the week ahead. I hope you enjoyed your reading, found it helpful, useful. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.